You saw the title. You don't want to get scammed by somebody in New York City because you look like a tourist. And you're like, Alex, what can you teach me? A lot. Because I have a lot of experience. It's time for a reality check. Recently, I went to New York City because I was on a work project. I'm thinking, hey man, I'm so awesome because I'm going there for travel, for business, for making videos. So I'm thinking to myself, dang, I'm awesome. What could go wrong? I land in New York City, I find my hostel, I wake up the next morning thinking I'm going to go to the Statue of Liberty first because that's where there's long lines and it's where the tourists go, but smart tourists like me, we go early in the day, you know? Smart. So I wake up, head out to the subway station, and get to Battery Park. And right when I walk out of the subway station, a good, kind, information tour guide greets me. They say, hey, you're looking to go to the Statue of Liberty? We've got a couple of options for you. There is the main tour, which is statue cruises. You can go there, but usually it's a bit of a long line. Takes a couple of hours to get through it, and then to get to the island itself, it's gonna be a long day. Or there is one that's also only an hour. You get there, you take your photographs, take your videos, get right back to New York City, continue being the best tourist that you can be, because that's what we're here for. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, I've got to make 100 videos in America. I need to get about 40 done in New York City, so I can't waste a lot of time. I only can make one video at the Statue of Liberty. Let's just get this quick. How much is it? Oh, well, it's 40 bucks, and I'll take you to the place where the shuttle picks you up. It's right over there. Fantastic. I am awesome. Here's my money. And pull it out right now, and boom, 40 bucks. This is Korean. I'm in Korea right now. All right, thank you so much. Here's your ticket, just follow me. We start going through the back alleys. I'm like, this is a little bit far from water, but okay, it's where the shuttle is gonna take us straight to the boat. No problem. Again, smart tourist, not gonna get scammed on this one. I arrive there in a dark alley with a guy who's like, hey, yo man, where you from? And I'm like, I'm coming from Korea. He's like, oh, that's cool, man. Annyeong Haseyo. Glad you could be here. I love those Korean videos, man. Mukbangs, there's amazing stuff over there. Oh yeah, I'm doing YouTube myself, but actually I'm here on business, so. Yeah, man, that's cool. Is that camera on over there? No, not yet. I'm gonna film when I get there. Like, oh, good to hear that. So we're sitting there with a couple of guys peddling tickets around us, and the line is getting slightly longer. They said wait for 25 people. There were 5 of us. We had to wait a while. But after waiting for about 30 minutes, I started looking at my phone, the reviews of this company, Tours R Us. You wait for a couple of hours for the shuttle bus to take you all the way to New Jersey, where you get on a boat that looks meh, and occasionally the bathroom doesn't even work. You get on the boat, you kinda see the Statue of Liberty, and you get back. All in all, it takes you a full day. Well, I had a decision at that point, and that decision was basically, Alex, you're an idiot, you fell for a scam, get out of line so you can get to the real tour, get your footage you need, and go back to the rest of New York City and get all the footage you need for your other videos that you have to make. And I left. Unfortunately, as I saw a Vietnamese father and son on a tour, paying for 2 fake tickets to this place, I was just like, you shouldn't, oh, there goes the money, goodbye. So that was it. I got in the long line because it was much later in the day. It was around 11 o'clock finally when I got to the real line. Then I got an hour of wait time in the actual line to get on the boat. Then it was another hour of going through the different islands. But because I have all this information, I'm gonna tell you how you yourself can also get scammed in New York City. Here are the tips. Number 1, make sure you buy it from someone on the street, not in an official building. This should have been red flag number 1. People walking around selling you tickets without any way to collect money except cash. It's 2019. If you're gonna buy something, use your credit card because it guarantees that it's a real transaction. Actually, now that I think about it, there were 2 times where the credit card machine was broken and I paid for a ticket in New York City. But here's a fun part of this one. These people are wearing official looking uniforms. Red, blue, information, tickets to the cruise on the back, and it looks like they're legitimate, but they're not. So if you wanna get scammed, say hello. The number 2 way to get scammed is to think that New Yorkers give a about you. Here's what I mean by that. On the walk over to the pickup location, and then when I arrived there, they were making small talk, and I forgot one important thing about New Yorkers is they don't give a about you. They were asking me what I do in Korea, why I had a camera with me, what are your plans, dreams, do you want to live there? And honestly, real New Yorkers don't care about you, and that's okay. But when someone's there asking for your information, they're doing one of 2 things. 1, passing the time because it's boring to scam people while you're waiting. Or number 2, they're just trying to build your trust so you think that they're friendly and they're cool and they really like where you're from. Yeah. So again, if you want to get scammed, make sure you enjoy that pleasant conversation while handing them 2 crisp $20 bills. Another tip, if they ask you if that camera is on, you should keep hanging out with them because they're definitely gonna scam you. I don't know why this didn't cross my mind while I was talking to this guy and he said, hey, is that camera on? I was like, no, not yet, why? He's asking if the camera's on because a real scammer doesn't wanna have any undercover footage leaked to the press or to the police or whoever else it is because it's a scam, which is not legal. But hey, keep that camera turned off because scammers have feelings too. If the person selling you a ticket gets mad at you, that's a good sign that you're about to get scammed. When you don't buy from them after they've given their time trying to sell you this product, you've wasted their time. They could have been getting other customers. If anyone ever starts complaining about that, they're not a real worker. See, real workers in a real building don't get paid on commission, so they don't really care if you end up not buying their product. But if someone's doing something a little bit fishy, you not buying their product means you are actually taking away their wages. Whether or not those are legit wages or not, that's a different story. So hey, if they get mad at you, you should probably be nice to them because, again, scammers have feelings too. And then finally, the best thing to do if you want to get scammed in New York City is do like me and don't do your research. Apparently, there are lists of like 15 different ways foreigners can get scammed in... Oh, it is the best part. Bonus tip number 6. If only foreigners are going to a certain line, it's probably a scam. And I was actually the only American that fell for this trick, so that was kind of embarrassing. Okay, Ray, back to the research thing. Do your research beforehand. I'll put some links down below of the most common scams, but I was only there for 2 full days. I had to get all the shots I needed, and I did not do my research. So hey, welcome to the scam club. Really, the best way to get scammed is to not have your guard up. To think that everyone's gonna be nice to you and just pull out your money and just make it rain on other people's wallets. I did feel bad for a little bit, but there's 2 things that made me feel a little bit better. Number 1, Alec Baldwin and his family actually fell for this exact same scam that I fell for. So, you know, if he can do it, he's smart, then it's normal to fall for scams. But the other thing is, even though I got scammed, I did the right thing right after that, is I walked away. I didn't want to waste any more time, I wasn't gonna get good footage, and I just lost the 40 bucks. It was terrible, it felt horrible, but it's what you have to do. Overall, to be fair, I don't think this experience changed my mind about New York City at all. I still think it's kind of a shithole. Don't forget to leave the hater comments down below. F you, New York City. And I'm sure there's nicer parts of New York City, but I had to go to the tourist spots for this particular video project. And that's what happened. I got scammed in New York City. If you think that was a great story, go ahead and like the video. If you feel bad for me, keep liking the video. If you don't have a reason to like the video, make sure you like the video and subscribe and all that jazz. Kind of feel like I'm scamming you by making you do that. Don't you feel guilty yet? Like the video. All in all, I hope that if you do go to New York City, you do your research and have an enjoyable time with your family, with your girlfriend, with whoever you're going with. It's a cool city and there's a lot of neat stuff to do. Just make sure you don't pull an Alex and get scammed. And that was my reality check.